The woman accidentally burned herself with a curling iron, and to her surprise, an extra $200 appeared in the nearby teapot. She then accidentally injured her boyfriend's private parts, and a wad of cash flew out of the teapot. The woman stared at the money in her hands with delight, feeling like she was about to strike it rich. However, her boyfriend had a sense of unease. They agreed to throw away the teapot once they had saved up $1 million. Just 10 minutes earlier, the woman had discovered that whenever she felt pain, corresponding amounts of cash would appear in the teapot. The more intense the pain, the more money she would get. She soon found the curling iron's power unsatisfying. Turning around, she kicked the corner of the table hard, wincing in pain, but an extra $400 appeared in the teapot as a result. With a satisfied smile, she punched through the cupboard, and banknotes instantly shot out of the teapot. When the man returned home, the place was already in shambles. Before he could react, his girlfriend rushed over and slapped him, holding up the extra money from the teapot and telling him they were going to get rich. The man didn't believe her, thinking she had deliberately hidden the cash in the teapot just to slap him. To prove the teapot's power to her boyfriend, the woman used her knee to inflict an unforgettable injury on him. The man was in so much pain he couldn't stand up straight, but seeing the wads of cash flying out of the teapot, he believed his girlfriend's story. To get more money, they held their hands near the stove's flame, and banknotes flew out one by one. However, the scorching heat soon made them give up. The woman started putting the teapot in her backpack and went to the beauty salon to pluck her leg hair one by one. When it was the man's turn, he chose to have his wisdom teeth removed at the dentist without anesthesia. The couple went to a tattoo shop together to experience different sensations of pain. Soon, they had earned $200,000 through the teapot. The woman excitedly went shopping for jewelry, while the man ordered a convertible sports car. The young couple, who previously couldn't even afford rent, now lived in a luxurious mansion, becoming the envy of everyone as wealthy individuals. However, they hadn't forgotten their savings plan. They hid the remaining cash in the toilet and began to wonder about the teapot's magical origins. After expert appraisal, they discovered that the teapot had a history of over 2,000 years, with its presence dating back to the Middle Ages. However, those who possessed the teapot never had a good ending. It was like a demonic artifact. But blinded by money, they could no longer care about such things. The couple began hosting parties in their mansion, indulging in life to the fullest. At that moment, a mysterious Asian man knocked on their door, saying he wanted to talk about the teapot. Fearing someone might steal it, the couple lied, saying they had long since donated the teapot to a museum, and promptly sent the man away. That night, two thieves really did appear in the mansion. They didn't want the teapot, but they stole all the money it had created. Fortunately, the man heard the commotion, and soon the four were fighting. It turned out the thieves were the teapot's true owners. Their family had guarded the teapot for over a century, but 10 years ago, it was stolen from an antique shop. This time, the two had come not to take back the teapot, but to take away the wealth it had created. They knew the teapot was an inescapable nightmare, and the real show was only just beginning.